They're the men behind the players, the wisdom, the brains trust.
It's not about the coach, it's about the player. For me, there's something in their hands, eyes and feet. The coach is responsible really for losses, and the player is responsible for the victories.
Bob Brett has been a coach in demand for nearly 30 years, playing a central role in the success of Croatia's Goran Ivanisevic and six-time Grand Slam champion Boris Becker. The Australian is now the man behind the rise of Croatia's Marin Cilic. So what's his secret?
First of all, he's a great coach. He worked with Boris Becker, he worked with me. With Bob, you know, it's not only work on the court, teach you how to hit forehand, backhand, how to win the point. It's off the court, you know. Bob made me a better person. He taught me a lot of things off the court that made me a better person after in my life, and we stayed great friends. And I introduced him with Marin Cilic, and they really liked each other, and they worked, what, already 4 or 5 years, and I think Bob can make him one of the best tennis players in the world.
He brought a lot of things to me, and I think he's a vital part that I'm playing well, that I came to this level. And I learned so much from him, and he brought me a lot of experience and the things that I would need probably 2 or 3 years by myself on tour to get those things.
Cilic has risen to within striking distance of the top 10. Bob Brett is sprinkling his stardust once more.
The work reassures them. It gives them that repetition, and they need that. Through their training, they develop strength of their technical abilities and their physical abilities, and then mentally. And when they have the ability to run from one side to the other and still keep their balance, able to play behind the baseline and then inside the court, they have a complete game with which, and then it's just a matter of execution.
Brett is modest, but still driven to succeed when he finds a talent good enough to respond to his style. And they must be mentally tough.
It's the ability to execute when under the utmost pressure. A lot of other players have that small, that 1% of doubt, and that's the difference. It's a battle of their character against the other one's character as well.
Bob Brett has worked and won with the very best. So who better to answer the question? Are champions born, or can they be made great by top coaching?
No, that's innate. You can, I think as a coach, you can guide them, you can provide them examples and talk about history and which players had it. But in the end, it's just bringing out the qualities that they have.
Ivanisevic says Brett's coaching talent is based on a myriad of qualities.
Coach is more than a coach. He has to teach you a lot of things, and now a lot of guys, they don't, you know, they just take a coach to teach them forehand, backhand, you know. They have to learn a lot of other things. Coach can be also a mental trainer, and because in the end you are alone on the court. He's not going to teach you how to hit ace on 30-40, how to hit forehand winner or come in. You have to figure it out. He can show you, but you are alone on the court. You're making all decisions, and you're gonna hit those shots.
Cilic was ranked 14th in the South African Airways ATP rankings last season. But can Bob Brett's new star continue to rise?
Marin is, I think, a player who has improved every year and is continuing to improve, and he's young enough where he can still improve. And that, I think, is a great advantage to have.
He knows how to motivate me, how to make me work hard, and then he can get positive things out of me. He helps me a lot.
So what makes a top coach? An all-seeing eye for detail.
Some small things that just attract your attention as a coach, and think, yeah, that is maybe something. And just as you look through it, then it's a test of time.
Next week on ATP World Tour Uncovered, after a top 10 finish and a French Open final, what next for Sweden's gladiator, Robin Söderling? And Australian legend Mark Woodforde takes us on court and talks us through some of the secrets to reaching the top in doubles. In the meantime, don't forget to catch up with all the latest tennis news and views at atpworldtour.com. See you next week.